That I am live. Hello. Navigating your options in childbirth. Probably more than any other thing people ask me is, who should I hire? Where should I birth? Who should be in the room? How do I put this together so I have the right birth? So today I'm going to talk about how do you navigate your options in preparation for birth. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Sheila Kamara. Hey, I'm the founder of Ecstatic Birth and ecstatic birth advocate, trainer, coach. I empower women to enjoy their birth experiences, and I train practitioners to do the same with their clients. So let's get to the question at hand. Where should you birth? Who should you birth with? Who do you hire? Do you need a doula? Should you do this at home? Should you do this in a hospital? Is it okay to get the epidural or not? There are a lot of questions that a woman has to navigate when she's preparing for her birth. And you know what? This is just the beginning. There are 1,000,001 questions that you're going to have to navigate as a mother. And so birth is really, it's a portal, it's a rite of passage, and it really sets the stage for motherhood. So how do you navigate all of these options? Okay, first thing I want you to know, there is no right way to birth. So the only right answer is what's right for you. There's no right way to set up your birth. There's only what's right for you. So when you're thinking about how you want to birth, where you want to birth, with who you want to birth, nobody can really tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. Your family can't tell you that. Your friends can tell you that. All of these people can share their experiences and their advice, and it's up to you to really feel into what works for you. So the first thing that you have to do when you're trying to navigate your options is to have the information you need. So I am a big, big fan of knowledge is power. And I really encourage everybody that I work with to get the information that they need so that they can make decisions that feel good for them. So in addition to a childbirth education class, which I really think every woman should take, it's sort of like your roadmap. Like you would not go on a long hike into the wilderness without having some kind of guide, some kind of roadmap. And yet the majority of women choose to give birth without educating themselves about what the process of labor and delivery is like, what the markers are along the way. So the first thing you really, really want to do in order to truly be able to navigate your options is educate yourself. So childbirth education class, and then ask the questions that you need of your practitioners, of your hospitals, of your friends, of your family. Ask all those questions that you might feel uncomfortable asking, but you have a right to know. When you're interviewing a practitioner, what are your rates? What are your intervention rates? What are your C-section rates? Any hospital that you're considering, you should also have all of this information at hand. And that way, when you truly go to make your choices, you know what you're choosing between. So many people will just get a recommendation from a friend that's good enough for them and move on from there. But in order to truly feel into what the right options are for you, you need to have your information. So all of that is very heady, right? That's a mental thing to really educate yourself and have the knowledge to be able to make the decisions that you want from an empowered place. Now, the second key thing in navigating your options is connecting to your body. Because see, in our minds, we have a mental wisdom. And that's just, accumulation of all the knowledge that we've gained. But in your body, not only do you have the integration of that mental wisdom, you also have your experiential wisdom, every experience that you've had your entire life. And in your body, you have your primal wisdom, you have your ancestral wisdom, you have energetic wisdom, and all of that is integrating all together. So the place you truly want to go to navigate your options in preparation for birth, or really to navigate your options for anything, is into your body. Now, the language of the body is sensation. So the first step to that is learning how to feel. So just take a moment now and feel into your body, and just, you can close your eyes if you want, turning your attention inward. What does it feel like in your toes, in your feet, in your legs, knees? What's it like on the inside of your thighs, your hips? What's it like inside your feminine center, your womb, your vulva, moving up? What's it like in your back, up your spine, feeling into your heart and your breasts and your chest and up into your neck and your face. So it's a very, very simple exercise. You're simply putting your attention on your body, feeling into the sensations within. But that is how you start to speak the language of the body, which is sensation. So the very first step is really, most of us treat our bodies as like this thing that we use to move our head from place to place. And if you've ever put off having a meal or put off going to the bathroom because you're busy, you're doing something else, you know exactly what I mean. I think we've all been in that place. So this is a reintegration into your body. Now your body wants to feel good. So from that place of sensation, you can feel into what feels good for you. If you're debating between two practitioners, which option feels better? Not which one makes more sense, because sometimes those two things are in complete contrast. Which option feels better? You're considering what to have for lunch. Which option feels better? Not what makes the most sense. And starting to shift how you make your decisions from sort of a mental headspace into a more integrated feeling space is key to you being able to navigate your options from a place that is true to you and true to your desires and really honors your path, where you've been, your unique hopes, dreams, fears, and obstacles. So that's really the main thing. I really want you to start to connect to your feeling place. And then in order to really start to expand that, you'll want one of the things I always suggest to people is to undertake a journey of sensual expansion. Now, what do I mean by that? A journey of sensual expansion is one where you learn to feel more with your senses. You start to connect more to your body, and then you expand your ability to feel more pleasure in your body. So this is a really great way to start to reorient yourself towards your body. And there's so many incredible teachers out there. Two of my favorites are a woman named Saida Desilets, who runs a course known as the Jade Egg Mastery. And that is it's a Taoist, it's got Taoist roots, where you're really getting into the energetic feeling space of your body and learning how to call in pleasure from that space. And another course that I love is run by a woman named Layla Martin, and it's called Bliss. And that course is actually starting soon. And that what I love about that course is all the tools that she uses to help you feel more pleasure in your body and connect to your body. These are tools that you use in birth. So things like breath, movement, sounding. So this journey of sensual expansion that you can undertake actually serves you in preparing for birth. And so I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments some links there. I'm actually an affiliate for both of these women, and I run a sensual expansion study group around that space specifically for people interested in childbirth, whether you are a birth practitioner or you are expectant mom preparing for your birth. But undergoing this journey of sensual expansion really most deeply connects you to that inner wisdom in your body in a way that then when you go to feel your way through, you've developed some nuances of understanding the sensations in your body. So I just want to check in and see how this is all landing. I've seen a few people pop in and out of here. Please, if you're here, I'd love to know that you're here. You put in a comment. You can write your name, where you're from, or you can put in any questions that you've got. I'm going to check in on Instagram and on Facebook. Yes, I'm two-timing here on both platforms. So that's what I have to share with you today. There's another thing I want to tell you about, which is next Tuesday, I will be co-hosting a webinar with midwife Ann Margolis. She's one of the midwives that was featured in the documentary Orgasmic Birth, and she is such an incredible resource, such a wealth of knowledge. So when we're talking about empowering yourself with all the information you need in order to make decisions that work for you, this is going to be an incredible place where you can ask anything you want and learn. And if home birth is something that you think you might be interested in, there's no one more knowledgeable on the topic, especially around topics of safety and outcomes and things like that, than Anne. And so I will go ahead and put the link for that in the comments as well. So why don't I do that? while I'm just pausing to see if any of you have anything that you want to ask. Okay. So Anne runs an amazing course. It's a childbirth education course called Love Your Birth. And so we're going to be talking about that as well. Okay, so I just put in the link for our event next Tuesday. And I'm also going to put in the link for Layla Martin's Obelisk course, which is, I believe it's starting next week. For those of you that are interested, it's really quite a fun way to prepare for childbirth with pleasure. And so these resources are both here, and I'm just checking in here. So it doesn't look like there are any questions or comments today. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back here on the Ecstatic Birth Facebook page and Instagram feed every Thursday at 12:30, addressing a different aspect of ecstatic birth preparation. If you know anyone that you think would benefit from having this information, please, by all means, forward the video, invite them in. This is a new paradigm of understanding what childbirth is like, and so I could really use your help and support. I would appreciate it in spreading the word. So lots of love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And if any of you are watching after the fact, please go ahead, put comments, questions. I will be monitoring this over the course of the week and addressing anything that comes up. All right, lots of love. Happy Thursday to you all.